Let's just hope it's my imagination. Oh.
Alice?
You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression. Anywho, come to Star Sand Shale. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
Well, it wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is.
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry,
Oh, no, you didn't scare it.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control.
It's all good. We've had worse.
No, don't worry. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. Anyway, what brings you here?
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as Story.
So, she asked us to...
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin.
Whoa! What is this?
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic, after all.
Aha! So it is out!
Hello?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of...
What's this?
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was...
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire? Oh, that's because it began as a little game at our tea parties. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on...
Then what's this?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her she made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed The only person who could resolve this regret.
So, my mother's greatest regret,
You could say that.
and I guess resolving the regret.
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh,
Just think of this task as giving a story a much...
I understand. But I only just started
With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother...
Aunt Alice, could I ask?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that...
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah. Let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this...
Ooh, the act...
Why...
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just... Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past.
So, where are we supposed to find these?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished... Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And this is...
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little... It's extremely precious.
So, we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying...
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she...
Yeah. Most of the time...
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to...
Oh, here we... Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for... Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the There, a witch once spent a sleepless night. Find the place I speak of.
Was that a riddle? Hey, you... might actually be onto something. Guess that means...
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two...
Don't worry about it. We don't really have...
It's a nice day, but I can't seem to... shake this strange feeling. Let's just hope it's my imagination.
Back in the Mondstadt library, huh? Talk about a...
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story.
Well, we're in a library.
Making a racket in a library?
Lisa! Oh,
Now, who do we have here? Ah,
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once. Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him. I figured if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be—
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcome.
Why, of course.
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could...
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost—
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again. That particular knight knows this library inside and out. Something tells me these might just be— According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. Oh.
Kinda looks like a poetry. Let's see what Lisa. Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? We better show it. Second strongest spell in ex— Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? Huh. Let's hang— It's one of M. An experiment log? Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something serious.
Well, did you manage to— Huh.
Yeah, we could tell just from—
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested—
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great.
Really?
Still. Well, did you manage— Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should—
So, it's some kind of—
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, the only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because after Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away.
So, it's to keep it away.
No, that's not it. Well, did you manage— Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it—
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspawn 500 years ago, during the Cataclysm in Conria. An evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare me.
Not really something you should be poking your little nose.
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa.
Well then, that's all from me.
All right, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait, look!
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking. At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Whoa!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where this...
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto...
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Yeah.
I've missed this.
You mean... M?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still... Sorry, we should focus on what...
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Yeah.
This must be the dragon egg, right? So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch.
This is my story, isn't it?
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along?
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for...
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch.
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the...
What? You want us to...
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales...
Huh, you...
Okay, I'll... The story has only just begun!
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime. At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free. No living being has ever I brought you into being because I willed it so. But I promise you this.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon. True.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's...
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about... By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the...
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue. Have fun, dearie.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner, so it might be good to take...
A break. Yeah! Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey rope.
So let's meet up here later.
Paimon doesn't... So, she wrote this? Weird. Is it just that Paimon hasn't read enough, or were none of these... Wonder which story these are for? Well, looks like a lot of work went into it, so it must be...
Aunt Alice said if you feel like checking it out again...